I'm Father Bob Stokig, rector of the Guardian Angel Cathedral in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you with a reflection for 1 October. One of the windows on the south side of the sanctuary in the cathedral, as you might be able to make out, depicts in the stained glass some of the skyline of the resorts, mostly that have come and gone since this was built in the 1960s, and Las Vegas continually transforms itself. They're an appropriate image for us today as we think about what happened on 1 October. For those of us who live in Las Vegas, it forever will be a time when we recall the human tragedy of someone taking lives. And as we continue to reflect a few years later on what happened then, we continue to pray for the healing of those who were affected by this tragedy, of those who lost their lives and their families, of those who were injured and perhaps are still recovering, of those for whom the trauma of running from a concert event continues to ring in their memories. We think too about the response in the community, the first responders who ran in toward the bullets, all those who lined up around the blocks to give blood, and the many acts of human kindness that were inspired even in the midst of tragedy. Father Michael Jonkus has written a hymn text to the Sibelius Finlandia tune, and I think it evokes for me a sense of the prayer which we bring this day. After all, the state song in Nevada is "Home Means Nevada." So as a reflection this day, we bring you a place called home. May God bless you and keep you, and may we continue to work together so that love is the answer when human tragedy strikes.
A place called home, with comfort for the weary. A place called home of nourishment and rest. A place called home that welcomes in the stranger, where one unknown becomes a welcome guest, where love can find a human habitation. God grant us all this grace, a place called home. A place called home, where tenderness can flourish. A place called home, a haven from all harm. A place called home, where children sleep in safety, where hearts are healed, a shelter from the storm, where peace can find a human habitation. God grant us all this grace, a place called home. A place called home, a promise for and peace is ever found. Where hope can find a human habitation, God grant us all this grace, a place called home. A place called home for every human being. A place called home where arms are open wide. A place called home where all extend the welcome, where none are lost, alone, or cast aside, but members of a single human family. God grant us grace to